Kiffin still out. Colin Holmes, very limited, just an individual. Buck Allen still out. Soman out. Xavier Grimble, Randall Telfer out. And George Farmer still out. Drew McAllister came out, and Junior Palme came out. So, unfortunately, we can't seem to keep the tight end healthy. A little disappointed in the hamstrings taking so long with a bunch of guys we really like to be looking at. So, the problem right now is the offensive skill allows us not to practice the way we would like. Make the best of it.
Are you going to be able to scrimmage on Saturday?
I don't know. There's so many guys in question. We may just practice just like we did last Saturday instead of doing scrimmage. Tackling. Not enough guys really to do it the way they like to.
Did you see what happened to Junior Palme? Was it a foot or ankle or something?
It was his foot, and it was the same foot as before, but we don't know the severity.
What have you seen out of the the top two middle linebackers, Lamar and Scott Starr, so far this game?
Well, I think Lamar is taking the next step that's normal for going into your second season. And we forget these guys really still are true freshmen. All these guys we keep talking about in that class, they're just in their second semester here, so just still getting comfortable at the position in our defense, and so he gets better and better. And Scott, obviously, is still supposed to be in high school. It's very difficult. We've seen how difficult it is for guys after fall camp, to play here last year, even in the past as freshmen. Some great ones that were backing up as freshmen. So it's very tough, but Scott's doing a good job.
If Lamar and Scott were the top two guys going into the season, would you feel comfortable with that, given their collective lack of experience?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. I can't really answer that because I don't know where Scott would be at that point. So I'd be plenty comfortable if he's playing well and taking in the whole offense. We wouldn't be against that at all. It'd be no different than last year having Lamar as the backup. As a true freshman, Scott would have an extra semester on him. So we're not afraid of young guys being inexperienced, but are they doing things right with their inexperience?
How do you think Marquise is picking up the receiver spots? He's found the same model that Robert did last year. Robert picked him quickly. You feel like he's doing it too?
Yeah, Marquise is doing great. We're so hurt, and so we move him around so much that he's got to play every position because of Robert and George and Green there. But it's good for him. Anytime that you have to play all the spots, when we're out here, we really try to wear him out when we get him because we lose him sometimes. We'll lose him again. We're going to let him go to Texas this weekend. So we'll lose him Saturday again, so we try to maximize the practices that he's at.
What's the discussion that goes on when deciding whether he goes to that track meet or not?
Really, it was just between the two of us. He really wanted to do it, and so he's a good kid. He does really well in school, and so actually the majority of the track team already left. He stayed so that he could practice, and then he's going to leave for the meet and then come back. Tony, on the other hand, his event was earlier, so he's already gone. He'll fly back after the event on Friday and hopefully be here for Saturday's scrimmage. So both of them they really wanted to go, and they'd worked pretty hard at it when they get to that point.
What went into the decision to make Saturday's scrimmage open?
Just a chance to, be able to be normal. The sanctions put so much on us as far as 48 hours in advance, immediate family. These players have a lot of people that have never seen them, never get to see them. So we were told we were able to make it open. So it's good for everybody.
Was this your idea?
Well, we did do this. So I've always wanted this because it allows all the people these guys are connected to come see. We did this in the last fall too. If you go back to the preseason games, I think a couple of those we were able to make open too.
Could you talk a little bit about that part and not getting into the practices and preseasons? Obviously, the drill doesn't really need it, but I mean, do you sense that how he's getting antsy? Do you feel like that?
I don't think he's really antsy. He gets bored, which is normal because we have so many guys out around him. And so I don't think he's lack of reps. I think it's more not to have these guys to work with. He wants to go to that next level with guys. And
announced he was going to stay, you said you were going to try and challenge him more this season. What do you have in mind, or is that have you begun talking to him about, or is that something that'll develop as you get closer to the season?
Yeah, we've already put some new things in. You would notice there's different routes and concepts from different people in the NFL. It's just been good to expose him to those and really challenge him to continue to master what he already has, but also add to his game.
Do you have any plans to get him a little bit more activity as you go along, or during the spring, or
Activity as far as just reps?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully as the guys come back, we'd like to play more, but at the same time, too, we're okay with it because it gives the other guys, we're trying to develop our backups as well. We still have a long ways to go. We still have a long fall camp to go, so it's good to give those other guys exposure.
How many interceptions Matt has thrown this spring, and maybe like about one per practice or so? Does that alarm you at all, or is that a product of a lot of the guys being out and that sort of thing?
Yeah, he was 6 coming in, 7 now. It is abnormal for him. We had that out of him. Cody Kessler, had one. So I think that it's part of it's him getting a little bit bored. He scrambles out and gets frustrated. He doesn't have his normal guys in there and throws the ball downfield. So we'll get him back out of it. We don't like it. It's not the end of the world. But as we get closer to game time, we'll get him back home.
Are you more of accepting of that now than you would have been? And you're not an old coach, but when you were a younger coach, would you have been as accepting of it as you seem to be?
Well, it's still declared for the supplemental draft, so I can't yell at him quite yet. We're in an abnormal situation. He's already shown he can have phenomenal ball control. And so the fact he's showing that, we know he can do it, and so you're not as frustrated as you normally would be with the guy forcing it downfield because you feel also some of his pain because his weapons aren't out here. So they won't be bad habits. We'll get him back out of it.
Jim Mora told the reporters earlier this week that you sent him a text from his lawn. Do you have any quick comment on that? Is that actually true? You anticipate you guys kind of interacting in Manhattan Beach?
I didn't text him from the lawn. I just texted him. There was a realtor that we knew that said where he was moved, which was a street or two away from us. So I just texted him something.
Is that odd for you to have the UCLA coach kind of in the neighborhood?
It doesn't bother me. Town divided.